Hello, hello. It's been a long time. uh oh, quick plug. Go to my website alabamamagic.com. That's where you can find me most always. That's my place of work. It's my own business and you can book tarot and ogum and oracle readings and astrology breakdowns. You can do counseling with me. I'm a certified counselor. All manner of things over at my website. So go check it out. Also, check out my books that I've written. You can find them on Amazon, and they include Goblin Grimoire, two essays, one on magic, like healing magic throughout history, one on concepts of the afterlife, and a short form essay on the etymology and cultural significance of the word warlock. Um, so go check that stuff out. Anywho, I just wanted to do a little flip through of the new Wicked Tarot deck. It's still in the plastic. It just came out as of me filming this. Like it literally just came out. And if you're like me, you you want to see every single card uh in a deck before you purchase it. That's how I feel. So, anywho, I just wanted to show you I do also have the Wizard of Oz tarot deck, which is obviously based off of the movie version of the Wizard of Oz. Um, I'm a huge Oz fan in general, like all things Oz. I think it's the greatest American story ever written. I think it's one of the most prolific stories ever written in the history of the world. I'm not kidding. Like, I really think it's that significant and culturally important. Uh, I'm a big, big Oz fan. And I love this tarot deck. And we can do a flip through of it too if you wanted to see it. But I wish someone would create a tarot deck that is just based off of the books of like all the bomb novels. Um, because there's so many characters that have never been put to film in that universe that I think would make really cool tarot decks. And also, I would prefer to have a deck that wasn't so beholden to making the characters look like, uh, like Jack Haley and Judy Garland and Bray Bulger and, the whole cast. And also, why isn't there a Wiz deck? The Wiz is my favorite version of the Oz story. Like, if we're adapting it, besides the books, I love the Wiz. And there needs to be more Wiz in general. Just more Wiz stuff. But anyway, I digress. Let us get to this, which is just flipping through this. Um Here, let me open it because it's still in the plastic. Uh are you guys fans of Wicked? I first saw the stage show in like 2007 or 2008 as a touring production, but the year that came out, like the stage show, it was like 2003, I think, right? And I was in high school, and I was a drama kid, so it was like hugely influential on me. And so I read the novels, which obviously are very different. At the time, there's only one novel, but I've now read all of the Wicked series and the spinoff of her granddaughter. And anywho, Wicked was very influential on me. And the movies are good. These two new movies are really good. Obviously, as a big Oz fan, I wish part two had like done some things differently, but it was good. It was fine. I've seen it twice now, and it was good. Okay, so anywho, here we go. Wicked Tarot. Obviously, this is inspired by the movie version of the musical. It's not really inspired by the Gregory Maguire novel or the stage version. These are going to be characters drawn in the likenesses of the movie actors. So, first of all, this is very pretty, right? That's gorgeous. Okay, let's just get into it because I know I'm like taking up a lot of time just rambling. Let's see. So, of course, we have the guidebook here. Oh, cute. With little illustrations. That's nice. Um, yeah, it goes through, card by card, like you would expect At the end, it has... Let's see, do they have their own original layouts? Oh, they do! Okay. So instead of just doing like the Celtic Cross or things like that most tarot decks have, they have their own, and they have Don't Be Afraid You Can Do Anything spread. 4 cards in a square. The Make Your Own Magic spread, which is huge. Okay. Know Your Power spread. Very cool. That's very cute. Okay, so let's get into the cards. Oh, I love that. Do you see the flowers around it in the box? I love that. Very cute. Let's get these out. Oh, I love the flowers. The flower detailing there of like, I mean, I guess there are some poppies in there, but it's more makes me think of the flowers in, Munchkin Land in the film. Okay, so here's the back of the cards. Very pretty. Very Art Nouveau, that style of art. It's very 20s Art Nouveau, I think. Art Deco. Okay, so let's see. We're starting with the brooms, which I'm guessing is, if it's like the Wizard of Oz one, where there's also brooms, I think. If memory serves. I haven't used that deck actually in just a little while, because I've recently been using my Halloween deck. Anywho, the brooms probably take the place of the wands, I'm assuming. No, I bet it's going to take the place of swords, actually, in this deck. Anywho, here's Elf. Oh, they're so shiny. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Okay. So here's Elphaba with her Grimoire, which is her grimoire. Magic book. She's the Ten of Brooms. Love that. And I'm just going to kind of blaze through these now. Love that. Lovely. Oh, okay. So we are putting a wand into the brooms. Okay. Interesting choice to do that. Oh, and guns as well. Interesting. The Munchkins. I really love how shiny these are. They're really gorgeous. And keeping that 20s art style. The original novel of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz was written, well, it was written in the 1800s, but he published it in the year 1900. L. Frank Baum did. So it's a pretty old book. And then he wrote 13 sequels himself, although he never planned on writing sequels. He kind of had his hand forced in it because it's what the public wanted. That's how he was making money. But they did write more after his passing. All in all, there are 40, I think, official books in the Oz series. And of course, there's tons of unofficials, including, this version of Wicked, right? Which in itself has so many books, and he's still adding more. The author just announced a Glinda spinoff, a Galinda prequel, actually. Okay. Oh, love that. With Kristen and Idina, their characters. Love that. A lot of Emerald City with the coins here. I guess that makes sense. Ooh. Okay, so that's her hideout from part 2. Oh, wow. Love that. I wonder what the major arcana are going to be, because that could have almost been like the tower, don't you think? Hmm. Interesting. Oh, and he's the knight. Interesting. Oh, the queen of... That's funny, the queen of coins being Galinda when she first comes to Shiz. I love that. Oh, the king of coins being the wizard. Oh, interesting. So the other suit we're doing is flowers. So we have brooms, coins, and flowers. That's interesting. Oh, look at the animals. Oh, I love that. That's obviously from the sequence The Wizard and I, when she jumps and kind of levitates a little bit. She kind of super jumps. Shiz University. Oh, wow. The Five of Flowers being the house, Dorothy's house after it fell. Wow. Oh, this is from Loathing when they talk about how much they hate each other. Oh, cool. The Ozdust ballroom scene. Fiero and Elphaba. Glinda. Oh, there we go. I was like, are we going to get any Dorothy? I wonder. And we did. And actually, from the front. Interesting. There's Bach. Nessa. It's interesting artwork for Nessa. I will say that's one of the characters that I have a huge love for in the book and in the stage musical. The Wicked Witch of the East is one of my favorite characters because she's so mysterious. We don't really know much about her, particularly in the Baum novels, although they do expand with her later in a really cool way. I don't want to spoil it for you if you've not read those, but I really like her character in the original novels, and I do like the Wicked version as well. But I feel like they shortchanged her in this new movie. She needed more scenes to really have an impactful story, in my opinion, and they really cut her short. And so the emotional impact was not there for me, personally. Oh, here's the Tin Man. Interesting. He was my favorite character as a child when I first saw the movie. Because he was so, because he's so sensitive, and I was a very sensitive child. It's interesting. This other suit to round them out is yellow bricks. So we have yellow bricks, flowers, coins, and brooms. That's interesting. Oh, wow. Which, by the way, the movie just came out as of me putting this out, me filming this, as did this deck. And if you haven't seen it, spoilers all through this video, I guess. But, anywho, that's her, Elphaba, when she, discovered that the wizard was, imprisoning animals. Dr. Dillamond. The silver shoes. Yeah, I'm sure by now you know that in the original novel, both Wicked and the original Wonderful Wizard of Oz, the shoes are silver. It wasn't until we got to the movie with Judy Garland that they used red shoes, and that they also made the Wicked Witch have green skin. And that was just to make use of the Technicolor technology, right? They really wanted to have these characters and these images pop on screen and be like, look at the color contrast. So, let's see. Oh, Elphaba with the cub. Oh, I love that. That's a gorgeous image of Kiyomiko. You know, I don't think the Yellow Brick Road would go straight to Kiyomiko, would it? Does it in the Judy Garland movie? I don't think it did, right? Oh my gosh. Huh. Maybe it did. I don't think so. That's gonna drive me insane. Okay. Um, the animals. You know, in the film, there's a red brick road too, right? That people always wonder where it goes. And it goes to the Quadling country, which is the southern region of Oz in the books. And they're red because they lead to Glinda, the Good Witch of the South. In the movie, they made her the North. The Good Witch of the South. It goes to her domain, and she's all about like rubies and the color red in the book, in the original Baum book. And that's why it's red bricks. Oh, the trapdoor. Mm. And that's for what card? The Ace of Yellow Bricks. Okay. Glinda. You know, I could have used a little bit more Madame Morrible and Fiero, honestly, in this. Like, I get that they're going to do a lot of Elphaba and Glinda, but, like, come on. There's other characters in that world. Again, I feel like that's why someone should make a really, really cool novel-inspired deck of The Wizard of Oz. Because there's so many characters you could do instead of just repeating things. Like each card could literally be a different character, and you would never have to repeat characters ever in that entire deck. If I was a good artist, I would do it myself. But if someone wants to collab, let's do it, because it's a public domain property. So if you want to make a Wizard of Oz deck with me based off of characters from the book, let's do it. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Love that. Oh, okay, so the tower, that's an interesting choice. I would have done the Burning Witch effigy as the tower, but for this, the tower is the actual tower from the movie, right? That she first defies gravity off of. Okay. The devil is propaganda posters. That's very interesting. Temperance is Bach. I think that's kind of like, I get using Bach for Temperance, but I might have actually given it to Nessa or Fiero. Oh wow, the death card. That's really good. Oh, love that too. The hanged one is Madame Morrible. I wish they had gotten more creative with the imagery, because it's really just a piece of artwork upside down of her standing. You couldn't be more creative? Okay. Although, who am I to critique? I'm not an artist. Justice with the flying monkeys. Love that. See, this is my problem. Okay, I'm running into some issues here, because this is my problem with licensed decks. I feel like the attention to detail, the thought behind choosing the images isn't always there. It's like they just feel the need to, like, oh, include this picture and make sure you include this image. You know what I mean? I totally disagree with this library wheel being the Wheel of Fortune just because it's an actual wheel. I don't like that. The Hermit, interesting. I would have actually put Elphaba on that, but okay. Oh, Strength. Okay, interesting. The Chariot. I actually would have used the bubble for that instead. The Lovers, of course. The Hierophant is Dr. Dillman. Okay. The Emperor is the Wizard. Interesting. The Empress is Nessa. It's interesting. The High Priestess is Elphaba. It's perfect. The Magician is also Elphaba. And the Fool, of course, is Fiyero. I mean, duh. Although any of our main three could have been the Fool at any point in that story. You know? Anywho, that's the deck. It is a gorgeous deck. And I will be using it for work. But there are some things I would have done differently. As for like how it compares to this deck, the Wizard of Oz deck, again, I could do a flip through if you guys want to see that. I kind of like this one better. If I'm being honest. But it's not a competition. But again, where's the Wiz? Why don't I have a really sickening tarot deck of the Wiz? Even if it is just the movie version of the Wiz. Where is that? Where's the love for the Wiz? You know what I'm saying? Anywho, that's it. That's the little flip through of the Wicked Tarot. Thank you and goodbye.